Listeners should be aware that the following program contains language and audio images which may be found disturbing and may not be suitable for your snotty-nosed little brat who probably cusses like a sailor behind your back anyway. Parental discretion is advised.
It's time to holler down the pipe chase and rattle them bars, because we're going to do a prison show for you right here at beautiful old, historic old, exciting new KPFT Houston, from the heart of Montrose, where we all hope tomorrow will be a better day.
Well, welcome to the Prison Show. It's Friday night. I'm Hank. We've got the whole Prison Show gang here, it looks like. We've got our guests are all, our guests are all on here. And we're starting to accumulate callers for the second half of the show. And I'm going to be writing these down as I see them so that I can try and keep them in order, because the page shuffles around a little on Zoom. Every time somebody hangs up or somebody new dials in, it appears to move things around. So if you're on early, I want you to get your call early. No special favors for anyone, because everyone's equal when we get to the caller section of the show. And let me see. I've got my schedule here. David's done a good job putting this together for us. Our first up is Miss Terry Leclerc. Terry, how you doing?
It's a beautiful day in my neighborhood. Thanks for asking. I hope everything is well in Houston and all of the units. It's much better than the snowmageddon that we've experienced, so let's be happy about it. So much to talk about. Greetings from your favorite English professor. I may be your only one, but nevertheless, congratulations to all of us on both surviving the plague, the coronavirus, and snowmageddon, the recent ice and snow. We made it. Each person listening. Next, by the way, I don't know if you've heard this, is going to be the 7-year lotus swarm. I kid you not. The lotus are now going to be swarming. Those of you who are looking at end of times might want to check out all of these problems. Anyway, I'm wearing 3 hats tonight, Hank. I'm going to, and if people get their pencils ready, we can get some good news here. 1, I'm going to make some grievance suggestions. 2, I want to talk to you guys about the Prison Show book club and the news. And 3, I want to give you some shout outs and updates on the real world where I happen to be.
Your voice is still a little scratchy. If you've got any other apps open on your laptop or your computer there, please kill them. They're taking up.
I don't have anything open, but I have an old laptop that is being replaced this week.
Yay.
Okay. Number 1, grievances. Some years ago, I published an educational book about writing prison grievances. It was called Prison Grievances, When to Write, How to Write. So I really know something about this subject. Some of you have reported success even by following my suggestions. Yes, there have been some successes at grievances. I sat in a Huntsville Step 2 offices some time ago, and I watched the readers and talked to them as they were reading those grievances. Here's my major takeaway, and people, I really hope you take this to heart. write legibly. If your teachers and your friends have always told you they can't read your handwriting, guess what? Neither can those overworked TDC grievance readers. They spend all their days reading mountains of grievances. And if yours looks like chicken scratch, why do you think they'll be reading it and caring about it? So if you can't write legibly, get somebody to help you write it. Print slowly, whatever, but give yourself the chance. Don't screw yourself over by just scribbling. Now, the other suggestion, one issue per grievance. I know that you have a lot of grievances, especially during Snowmageddon. One issue per grievance. And remember not just to write one every single day because they'll all be thrown away. Take the most serious one, the thing that you think that TDC can do something about, and write that as a grievance. Don't just fill up the pages. And make sure it's something that TDC can do something about. Right now, TDC is actually not in charge of parole. Imagine that. In 2020, Texas had 79,550 people eligible for parole. Think of that, 79,000. Only 16,634 of them made parole. So they're not picking on you. There's just something wrong with the system. And that is out of TDC hands. So stop writing grievances about how you think you should get parole. There's nothing you can do and you waste a grievance. Now, there's another one that everybody's writing to me about. And this is a tough one. I don't know what to tell you. You're not getting your stimulus checks. Despite rumors, the staff is not hiding your stimulus checks. Despite rumors, they are not taking your, I'm lost again?
No, but you may be wrong on those 2 points. But we have a lot of reports and we've had people overhear staff saying things like that.
Well, I call those rumors because it is a federal offense and they will spend more years in TDC than they would ever get money for if they
will never get prosecuted, ever.
If they cash somebody else's check, I would make sure they were prosecuted.
No, I don't think anyone's trying to cash them. I think they're throwing them away. I think they're holding on to them, dragging it out so they don't get their money. And they withhold forms and everything else, trying to prevent them from getting them.
I've heard about holding forms, but I've never heard about the male staff being able to figure out where to hide them. That's really depressing.
Yeah, all you have to do is throw them away or throw them in a pile and wait and deliver them a month later.
Yeah, my son in the real world hasn't gotten his stimulus check either.
Me either.
Thank our post. Right. So I don't think it's a conspiracy. I think it's messed up mail.
We have evidence that they are doing it.
You have evidence?
Yeah, when people overhear somebody saying, when inmates overhear staff saying things, it's like when the staff says they're all taking precautions, but we get a picture from an inmate of staff not wearing a mask. You know, I mean, PDCJ staff is not infallible and they're not the good guys in this situation.
Yeah, I can understand that pictures would be evidence, but hearsay, rumors are not evidence. So I believe you, I just don't know it for sure. Anyway, one of the saddest things I've heard about stimulus checks, and this really breaks my heart. Several of my correspondents want their stimulus checks so they can prepay for their cremation so that TDC can't get a hold of their body and throw it in a hole somewhere. When the first time I read that, I actually burst into tears. It's unbelievably sad. And if you know people, those of you who are out there, if you know people who are complaining about inmates getting stimulus checks, just tell them about that use, will you? Because it's out of this world. I know you believe that the TDC grievance system is just a joke, but I will tell you this. You can't get out and tell the court anything about it unless you have followed the proper order. Talking to somebody in your unit, step 1, step 2. Only then can you get to a court, and unless you have bodily harm or fear of bodily harm. So although the grievance process you may feel is a joke, it isn't a joke. Got it? I'm going to talk to you now about number 2, the Prison Show Book Club. How's that?
Sounds good.
Oh my God, I'm happy. You become a part of this highly regarded book club by reading a book. Yep, that's all it takes. You write to me about a book and bingo, you're a member of the Prison Show Book Club. I will write you back about your report, and I might suggest other titles, other authors. You can write to me at, pencils ready, Dr. Terry Leclerc, LECLERCQ at School of Law, University of Texas, 727 East 26th Street, Austin, 78705. Did you get that?
Yes, we could hear all of that.
Okay, thank you. I will answer. Sometimes it'll be a slow answer because, well, we've had Snowmageddon. We've had the pandemic. The law school is shut down. And DeJoy has deliberately slowed down all mail, not just yours. So he slowed down my mail too. But I will respond. Last year, Aaron Pennington and Wallace Unit read a total of 49 books for the book club in 1 year. 49. Yeah, despite all of the moving, all of the libraries closing. Yay, Mr. Pennington. He's read a total of 78 books since he became a guest at TDC. That is so inspiring, to say the least. I read a lot too, but oh, Mr. Pennington, wow. Now remember what author George R.R. Martin maintains, quote, a reader lives 1,000 lives before he dies. A man who never reads lives but one. So Mr. Pennington so far has already lived 378 lives in addition to his own. I believe that with all my heart. Sometime when I'm sitting here bored, angry, depressed, whatever, I think about a book I've read. I think about a character I liked, and it really does change my attitude. So I hope you guys will think about it. Read a book. Let me know about it. Okay, ready for number 3?
Yes.
Okay, now shout outs in the real world. First and happiest is that some of the Darrington folk were able to save a freezing cat, offering it their meager blankets and warmth. They kind of reached through and sneaked it in. Isn't that great? Yay for Darrington. And I want to give a shout out to the fabulous artist, Alan Whitfield from the WIN unit for his gorgeous, gorgeous Valentine's Day card. Oh my gosh, it is so beautiful. I have to turn on the video so you can see this. Can you see that?
Yes, we can't make it out really clearly, but yeah, we can see that, yeah. And a rose.
Oh my gosh. It was so beautiful, sort of stunned me, and I have it here by my desk. He's really a great artist, Mr. Whitfield is and when. Also, I want to thank Mr. W.C. McMillan, also of WIN. He sent me several hilarious poems he wrote, including Ode to PJ Sandwiches. It doesn't end well for the PJ sandwiches. Bah, he says. He also really had me going with the short story he wrote about a mean bully. But at the end, it was Santa Claus and the reindeer who were bullying Rudolph. He had me so going, Hank. I really was ready to step in and save the day from that bully. That was really clever, Mr. McMillan. Thank you. Okay, number 4. I know, Mr. McMillan's pretty great. Some of you have written about your family and about your favorite dogs when you're writing me about books. I have described for some of you in the book club our buddy poodle. He's a standard black poodle. He runs our lives. Members of the book club received a picture of him back in December. I recently reported to some of my correspondents that he stole yet another plate of food off of our kitchen counter. He ran outside because he's fast, and he ate the whole plate, yes, including the napkin I thought I had hidden it under. Now, a few of my book club correspondents think Buddy should report me to the Animal Humane Society because I had some rather severe discussions with him about food theft. They think that I'm not treating Buddy right. Of course, Jack treats him right. So Buddy thanks all of you for his concern. Meanwhile, we've just had him groomed. We've had his teeth professionally cleaned. We have spent more on Buddy Poodle's vanity than on any of us during the pandemic. Do I have time for a quick thing?
Go ahead.
If so, I'd like to share I know, Mike, I'm late. Just a few thoughts to help you get through depression. C.S. Lewis wrote, quote, "You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and you can change the future." Amen. And then somebody recently shared this with me. Maybe it's a song. "Trying to hurt me by bringing up my past is like trying to rob my old house. I don't live there anymore. That ain't my stuff." I love that. Trying to hurt me about my past. I don't live there anymore. It's not my house. That's not my stuff. I think if you guys can keep that in mind, chin up and you can move forward. I'm sorry I'm out of time. All of this is from your favorite, I hope, English professor, Terry Leclerc from the University of Texas School of Law. Thank you. I love all of you.
Thank you, Terry. Thank you so much. And good gravy. Thank you for the Prison Show Book Club.
Yes, one of my favorite things of all. Thank you.
Those guys are really knocking it out.
Much more than I am. And I'll tell you what, they are living different lives and feeling better because they have read. That makes me so happy.
Well, thank you very much for keeping all that going. All right, I've got to get moving. Thank you, Terry. I've got to get moving here. We have Victoria Rusk. All right, I see you, Victoria. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you.
Well, what have you got for us this evening? You always come through with something new just about every time. So that and how is your organization going now?
Well, things are a little bit different because of the pandemic, but work has picked up a lot this year. Last year was barely anything. The good news is that I did complete my book, The Handbook for Mitigation, last year. And and so this year, really my goal is to, I want to get 500 new readers. The Handbook for Mitigation, it just, it introduces this concept of mitigation. And though it really is best used, mitigation investigation is best used during the trial, right? So before conviction, I think it's important to know that if a person did go to trial, so they didn't take a plea, and their attorney did not prepare for punishment, there is room in an appeal for that. And I wrote a part of the book, the appendix in the book. It talks about case law for mitigation and stuff. But before I talk that much more about, the book and like what we have going on, I just wanted to add a little bit what Terry was saying. And thank you so much for Terry and all that she does for our brothers and sisters in TBCJ. A wonderful tool for, fighting or, depression is meditation and breathing exercises. And what meditating can do is really helpful in lowering the stress, response in our body and in our brain. So whenever I visit a client, now it's on Zoom, but when I visit a client, I try my best to do breathing exercises with them so that they can get oxygen into their brain. And a lot of times meditating will make you really sleepy and you might start yawning. That means that the oxygen is getting there. So that's like really good. And it could be relaxing you. And meditation is just something you can do mind over matter, and to be proactive in your own self-care and your own mental health care. So I just want to encourage to to the listeners to please consider meditation as a form of antidepressant.
Okay.
So I wanted to share, in my business, what I started to do last year was I started to do a free webinar every month on the 23rd of every month. So if you know anyone on this call or anyone listening, if you know someone accused of a crime, or if you are accused of a crime, I hold a webinar for Criminal Defense Sentencing 101 every month on the 23rd at 8 p.m. and it's free. And to get that information, you can visit my website, theheartofjustice.org, or you can also, write me, Heart of Justice, at P.O. Box 10891, and that's in Houston, Texas, 77206. So for those who don't know what mitigation is, mitigation investigation is a part of understanding the why behind crime. And I, firmly believe that the more people who know about the mitigation process, they will, be more, they will be more open-minded to requesting their attorney to have a mitigation specialist, or maybe even if they are a juror someday, they will want and request for mitigation information before they sentence somebody. I do believe that mitigation practices at the trial level can combat mass incarceration, and that people would be sentenced less harshly if they had mitigation investigation in all criminal cases. So I wrote this book for the community around the case. I wrote this book in, honestly, 8th grade English. I made sure that whenever I was, publishing it and putting it together, that I ran it through the online, the words on there, and being able to get it in the most, in my opinion, the most basic language possible, so that everyone would understand a little bit about criminal defense investigation, the mitigation process, the criminal defense team, and how every case is unique. And that's what really kind of makes a difference. And what we do to, I don't know if you're bowing to me, Hank, or what.
That's a hand signal to Captain Tom. Sorry
okay,
about that.
sorry. Okay, yes. So what I was saying is that every case is unique. Every human being is unique. What they're accused of is unique to the jurisdiction, to the attorney, to the judge, to that jury. And what we do as mitigation specialists is we're able to bring this information to the defense attorney and share with them, some tools that can help them, bring and humanize that person who's accused of a crime. And one thing that I share in my book is this open letter to the client, that I want to be clear with my client or my future client or the future clients of other people, that when you hire a attorney, a client is only given the power in a criminal case to make the following decisions. Will I go to trial or accept a plea? If I go to trial, will I testify? Will I accept the representation of this lawyer, or will I represent myself? And is the insanity defense for me? You'll want to hear the advice of your attorney on all of these questions, even though the decisions are really yours. But once you have a lawyer represent you, all the other decisions belong to the attorney, including what defense and strategy will be used in the courtroom. And I think sometimes we, get that confused, because it is your case, or it is that person's case. But, this book I wrote for, my people, for you guys, for the people that you love, because I would say that most people who are in prison are honestly living in the crisis of poverty because they're locking up people who are poor and brown and black, you know? And so I just, I wrote this so that it would hopefully give somebody a tool book to be able to, if they're accused of a crime or they love somebody accused of a crime, to know what they can do in this, you know, messed up system that we have to navigate together.
You know, Victoria, I wanted to say something here real quick to just demonstrate the importance of having a mitigation specialist involved in your defense, you know, in your case. I have a kid I know in California who was accused of sexual offenses, and it's, you know, it's a bad case, and whether or not he's guilty wasn't as big a point to me. I mean, obviously the guilt is a big factor, but because no one, even after I recommended a couple of times, get a mitigation specialist involved, and he was a kid that was abused since very, very young age, all the way up until his teens, and he's ADHD, ADD, you know, had several additional problems on top of being, you know, habitually and regularly abused. And it's just one of those cases where it became cyclical, and the abused became an abuser, and so on. And when Orange County, California got a hold of his case, rather the abuser was tied into his case, and rather than allowing himself to be put out on Front Street, he refused to allow mitigation into it, and his son took his advice and didn't go with a mitigation specialist. He got 45 years. Yeah. You know, he could have been out in like 12, 15 years maybe. Yeah. But he got 45 years because they didn't take this path that you're talking about.
Right. And I want to say too, you know, in my line of work, sex cases, they need mitigation the most. Death penalty cases always get mitigation.
Always.
But after that, after death penalty cases, if we worked in a priority, it would be other murder cases and then sex cases, right? And just in a very short 2-minute time that I have here, you know, sex cases are not about sex. They're about power dynamics. So like your friend or your loved one or who you're sharing about, their power dynamics were ill-formed at a young age because they were a victim of sexual abuse. And so then when they grow up, they can, not always, but they can become a person who's sexually abused because of those power dynamics. So in my cases, whenever I do work a sex case, I have to educate the attorney and encourage and empower them to educate the court or the decision maker about how power dynamics are developed and or how sexually abused is very similar to other, you know, abuse patterns or, you know, understandings. And there's just not a lot of work around that. And so you're right. You know, it depends on I think sometimes too, like not wanting to have a mitigation specialist is because you don't want the truth to come out, or the process is so hurtful that you would rather go to prison almost your whole life. You would rather punish yourself to such the degree instead of face the truth and heal, because it's so hurtful and shameful what was done to you and what maybe you did to somebody else. So having a mitigation specialist isn't always the easy way out, but it does have big reward, as in a lesser punishment, because you face the truth and you got yourself more integrity with your thoughts and with this process within yourself, that someone would want to have mercy on you and give you grace, someone like a judge or a decision maker, because they understand your path and how you got to be where you are and the real why behind the crime in a considerable fashion, like in a storytelling type way, or other witnesses either write an affidavit or testify for you. So mitigation is really powerful, but it's powerful because everybody is coming to Front Street. Everybody is being in integrity with themselves. You have a professional who is asking some of the hard questions and really letting people know, yes, the skeletons are coming out of the closet, because guess what? Hurt people hurt people.
It also works wonders with juries.
Yes.
It's always possible that a jury could ask for instructions on a lesser charge if they had known all the facts up front and that sort of thing. There's a number of things that can occur. And Mike, your time is off, son. Yeah, he says.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But we all know it is.
I can wrap up. It's not a big deal, but I just want to say that thank you for the time. If anybody wants to reach out and how to get a copy of my book, the Handbook for Mitigation, you can write me at Heart of Justice is my business name. Heart of Justice, P.O. Box 10891, Houston, Texas 77206, and my website is heartofjustice.org. Thank you so much, Prison Show family.
Well, yeah, and thank you. Every time you come on, it's something that people that are going through the process need to take to heart.
I agree.
And so we thank you for coming on and sharing with us. And folks, if you're going through this process out there, we hope that you will reach out here and write and get a copy of this book, and get a hold of Victoria and speak to her about the situation.
I'm very accessible. I don't give legal advice because I'm not a lawyer, but I can give how to organize information advice.
Well, I'm not a lawyer either, but I played one on TV, so
okay.
I'm like those doctors on the commercials. Well, I'm not really a doctor, but All right. Victoria Rusk, thank you as always. Thank you so much. And now I need to move ahead and get with Mr. Dave Atwood, who let me move my screen back here. Now I can see him better. Dave, you need to unmute and come to us. And
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Oh, that was great information from Victoria. I meant to get her book before, but for some reason I got busy and I didn't. But I'm gonna get a book, Victoria, from you, because you've got great information, and it's so important. One reason I'm against the death penalty is because when I have visited people on death row over the years and written to them, is that I find out about their life and what happened to them. Mm-hmm. So that's one of the. There was one guy. He's been executed now, but when he was an infant, his father would take him and hold him up and just drop him, let him come down on the floor. Just hold him up and drop him. And he'd land on his head. And this is when he was an infant. He wasn't even a 4-year-old kid or anything like that. My God. If that kind of thing happens to people, or similar things, it's horrible. It's horrible. So thank you, Victoria, for your information on mitigation. Okay. Greetings to all the guys on death row. I've sent out a bunch of letters before because this time again, because TDCJ rejected all my letters before. Some of you will be getting letters from me. We have some good news that I'd like to report on. And this has been in the news. This is nothing new. Virginia, the state of Virginia has abolished the death penalty. That's the 23rd state in the nation to abolish the death penalty. And we have 3 states that have moratoriums: Pennsylvania, California, and Oregon. So that's 26 states now that have either abolished or have a moratorium on executions. There's another 14 states or so, maybe more, that no longer really carry out the death penalty, even though they have it on the books. So we're up around 40 or so states in the nation that they aren't carrying out execution. Another bit of good news is that a group of business leaders, I'm talking executives of companies, businesses, have called for abolition of the death penalty. They just recently did this. And the reason for doing it is that they said that the death penalty is marred by cruelty, waste, ineffectiveness, discrimination, and risk of error. So these are some of your top corporate executives, and that number is going to increase. But they came out with an official statement publicly against the death penalty. There's also an organization, I may have talked about this before, called Conservatives Against the Death Penalty. And you can go on the computer, you can Google that, and you can see what these conservatives, this is just, people that are against the death penalty are not just people like me who are liberal and progressive. I mean, these are people who are conservative in their politics in general. The reason they're against the death penalty is they say the death penalty is inefficient, inequitable, and it's inaccurate. So you've got a group of business leaders, you've got a group of conservatives who are now opposing the death penalty. This is obviously a good sign for the death penalty coming to an end. Now, everything isn't good news. And let's just talk about Texas. I think we're up to 5 executions scheduled now. And I know our death row angels have been talking about that. Texas is doing what it does, leading the nation in a thing which I think is horrible and unnecessary. But that's where Texas is. And that's why it's important to continue to write our legislators, write the governor. They're in a legislative session right now. I mentioned this before, but Representative Joe Moody has House Bill 78 to abolish the death penalty. Senator Eddie Lucio has Senate Bill 188 to abolish the death penalty. And all you got to do is Google who represents me, put in your address, and you can find out where that. Now you can find out other ways too, but write your own representative. Write these. You can write Moody and Lucio, thank them for what they're doing. Write the governor. I think Harold Dutton usually has a bill to abolish the death penalty. And so things aren't going to change in Texas until people step up. Now, I wanted to mention something real quick. I've given a lot of talks on the death penalty over the years. And inevitably, if I talk to, say, a group, 25, 30 people or whatever, there'll be somebody in that group who will say, well, that's all well and good, but I'm for the death penalty. And I always ask them, why are you for the death penalty? And I find there are basically 3 reasons. One, they've had somebody in their family or a close friend who was murdered, and they are suffering from that still. I understand their pain. And I'm not going to argue with a person that's had that horrible experience in their family. I've seen a number of people come through that and come out on the other side and be against the death penalty because they found out that their anger and their pain was destroying their life. They started smoking more, drinking more, whatever. The second reason I've seen, sometimes people in law enforcement have seen horrific things. And many times they'll say, if you've seen what I've seen, you'd be for the death penalty. That's just natural. Somebody in law enforcement seen something horrible, or they've had somebody in their family that's been murdered. The third thing, though, that I have seen over the, many years talking about the death penalty, is that people have inaccurate information. Inaccurate information. They really don't know how it works, how the whole system works, how the criminal justice works, how mistakes are made. They don't know about mitigation that Victoria just talked about. They don't know how the system works. They don't really realize that somebody can be sent to death row and be totally innocent. And I'm going to give you a fourth reason. Some people have grown up in families where an eye for an eye is the value of that family, is passed down from generation to generation to generation. And people will say, I believe in an eye for an eye. And when I talk to somebody like that, I'll tell them why I'm not for an eye, but I understand that there are some people that have grown up in a family where that is the value. And I've got people in my own family that's their value. I talk to them about Jesus and forgiveness and mercy and compassion and understanding, but they say, I'm sorry, I'm working out of that Old Testament and I'm for an eye. And that's who they are. If that's been the value in your family or in your social group for years and years and years and years, it's very hard to break out of that. And I understand that.
But it is not the Christian teaching.
I know, but there are a lot of people. I mean, I had somebody in my family. I'm not going to mention who on here. It's not my own family personal. It's not my wife. It's not anybody that close. None of my children. But they said, I'm sorry, I work out. The Old Testament says an eye for an eye, and that's what I believe. And, so some people believe that. I understand that.
Well, they could be put to death for disrespecting you out of the Old Testament. So
look I came out of a Kinko's one time. I used to have on the back of my car a bumper sticker that said stop execution. I came out of a Kinko's one time, and there was a guy out there with his arms crossed looking at my bumper sticker. And I said, I guess you don't like my bumper sticker from the way you look. And he says, I would like to execute you, sir. And I got in my car and drove away. I wasn't going to hang around with that guy very long. But look, I want to mention one of the things. Terry talks about books. And real quick, I'm reading a book now called Caste. It's not on the death penalty specifically, but it's about caste in our society. It's a very popular book. It was on Oprah Winfrey's book list, I think last year. And they talk about scapegoating in that book is one of the things they talk about. I highly recommend this book to anybody. I don't know if they would let it in TDCJ. I really don't know. But it's a wonderful book. I've learned an awful lot from it, and I'd recommend it to anybody that's looking for a book to read. So that's my report for tonight. Thanks for the time. People, contact your legislators. Nothing's going to change in Texas until you start getting involved in the legislative process, writing to your legislators, and continue to write to governor. Thank you.
Thank you, Dave. I sure appreciate it every time. Our timers, guys, go ahead and start the clock again now, because we're stretching a little bit here because we have a low. Yeah, Mike, you're not listening. Nor are you, Tom. Guys, we're stretching a little bit here because we have a few callers on the show tonight. We're allowing an extra minute or two here and there. So thank you. And Dave, thank you as always. And scapegoating, huh?
Scapegoating it's one thing in that book that caught my attention relative to what happens in our society and why we have so many people in prison. If you're a politician or somebody, you can sort of slough off your own shortcomings and feel real good that you've sent all these people to prison and think you're doing something great. but there is such a thing as scapegoating. I'd recommend. There's a lot of good stuff in this book.
All right. I'll see if I can look that up and find out a little more about it. Maybe even read it, but lately I'm stuck reading a lot of inmate mail, and I need to move into an apology about the inmate mail. I've been out of town every week the last 4 weeks for a couple of days each time, and it's put me even further behind the usual slow mail responses that I get. And I need to say right now, there's 2 guys I'm particularly working on, and one is Barbara Tyson, and the other is Paul Lee, trying to get TDCJ to take some sort of action on their situations. If you're out there and you had a family member in the Willacy unit back on September 23rd and 24th last year, and they experienced some sort of carbon monoxide or exhaust or gas inhalation situation, and they are still feeling the effects, I need to know about that. So please Facebook message me or email or message the prison show maybe, and I can get it either way. But you can Facebook Hank Lamb, and I'll get it. And you'll know because it's affiliated with Electro Love, just like the cap. But yeah, there are things going on in TDCJ that are just not being addressed, and a lot of it has to do with healthcare, which hadn't been addressed properly for a year now, a solid year, with thousands of guys going without care, broken bones, cancer, and what have you. Okay, so now, Mr. Daniel Mancini, we're ready for your 2 minutes and 17 seconds.
So allow me to start.
You get all your time, sir.
As usual. So a little bit of a piece of history, as you know, in my notebook. I have our guest, Victoria Rusk, 10 March 2017. And so it's so nice to have guests that they continue to come here after 4 years. So thanks, Victoria, for that. And as you see, we are a community where that is where perseverance is an important characteristic of us. Again, that is continuously changing skin, but with a core of people that they remain always in here. So let's move to another part of the language, another part of the brain. Pasamos al español. Así que muy buenas noches a todos. Hank, I'm going to read a document from Border Hub because we're going to have an update on what's going on the situation with migrations at the border. Así que esto es lo que vamos a leer del website que se llama Border Hub, muy interesante para los que siguen las relaciones entre la inmigración y las cárceles en Texas. ¿Qué es lo que está pasando? Que mientras más migrantes llegan con la esperanza de cruzar a Estados Unidos, cientos son retornados a diario desde territorio estadounidense. Muchos se quedan varados y en el limbo en esta frontera. Casi siempre estamos hablando de la frontera de Ciudad Juárez. Esta nueva ola de personas que llega a la región coincide con el inicio de este gobierno de Joe Biden, quien al revelar la presidencia de Estados Unidos a Donald Trump dio un giro a la política migratoria al presentar una iniciativa de reforma que abre la puerta a la ciudadanía a millones de indocumentados y reactivar la entrada de los solicitantes de asilo humanitario que esperaban en México bajo el programa que se llama Protocolo de Protección de Migrantes o que en inglés se conoce por la sigla MPP. Así que esto es de lo que vamos a hablar hoy. La COESPO y los encargados de la red de albergues de esa zona atribuyen el flujo de migración a una completa desinformación que hay entre los migrantes, quienes piensan que ahora tienen más posibilidades de llegar al país estadounidense y se aventuran a la frontera norte de México con el propósito de solicitar asilo a Estados Unidos. La cantidad de migrantes que recién ha llegado a la ciudad es tanta que Fierro García sostiene que supera por mucho a los que han ingresado a la Unión Americana bajo el protocolo de protección a migrantes, lo que se llama MPP. Están llegando más personas que las que están saliendo de MPP, sostiene Fierro García, que es el pastor del albergue que se localiza en el poniente de la ciudad Juárez, en la colonia Luis Echeverría. Explica que tan solo el 26 de febrero, que inició por Ciudad Juárez el cruce de migrantes bajo este programa, el MPP, hasta el sábado 13 de marzo habían salido del albergue 19 personas. Sin embargo, en ese mismo periodo ingresaron 23, que recién llegaron a la frontera. Bueno, pues datos oficiales difundidos por la ACNUR, la Agencia de la ONU para Refugiados, indican que hasta el 17 de marzo han cruzado a Estados Unidos por Juárez 538 personas bajo el programa MPP. Estas personas llegaron a la ciudad y algunos se cruzaron para Estados Unidos y los regresaron. Nos los hicieron llegar por medio de Coespo porque establecimos una red como filtro. Estamos trabajando en eso. Ahorita recibí pocas personas porque el área está todavía limitada. La estamos preparando para poder recibir mujeres con niños, desde brazos hasta 10 o 12 años. Es lo que agrega tal persona. Bueno, pues el refugio que se llama Buen Samaritano tiene 79 personas, de las cuales 30 están bajo el programa MPP y el resto se encuentran en espera bajo la disposición del título 42, orden impuesta durante la administración de Trump para expulsar a extranjeros que buscaban asilo en la frontera con la pandemia como pretexto. Bueno, el número de detenciones de migrantes en la frontera suroeste de Estados Unidos se ha incrementado desde abril del 2020 debido a la violencia, pobreza, desastres naturales y la falta de recursos en Centroamérica. Esto es lo que dice el CBP, que es la Aduanas y Protección Fronteriza en inglés. En febrero pasado se reportó un aumento de 28% de detenciones en la frontera con México, en comparación con el total en enero. En El Paso, las cifras de este 2021 exhiben un incremento de un 24%, al pasar de 10.000 detenciones en enero a 13.000 en febrero. Se ha registrado un mayor número de familias intentando cruzar a Estados Unidos, seguido por menores no acompañados. Eso es lo que reportan las autoridades de Estados Unidos. Bajo el título 42, programa que permite a la patrulla fronteriza de Estados Unidos, lo que se llama Border Patrol y CBP, prohibir la entrada a migrantes indocumentados por la emergencia sanitaria del COVID. Ya se han expulsado 72.000 migrantes por la frontera sur desde su promulgación por Trump. Se estima que más de 26.000 han sido devueltas bajo la administración de Biden. Así que esto es ya desde mitad de enero. Debido a las restricciones de COVID, la frontera no está abierta y la gran mayoría de las personas están siendo retornadas bajo el título 42. No les crean a los contrabandistas o a otros que dicen lo contrario. Esto es lo que dice Troy Miller, alto funcionario que desempeña los deberes del comisionado de CBP. De la misma forma, autoridades mexicanas reiteran el mensaje de que no es el momento de llegar a la frontera y solicitantes de asilo serán devueltos a México. Enrique Valenzuela, coordinador general de Coespo, señala que traficantes de migrantes en el sur de México y países centroamericanos les han hecho creer a los migrantes que ya se ha abierto la frontera debido a que los casos de MPP han podido cruzar a Estados Unidos. Por eso ahora la situación está doblemente o triplemente más compleja, dijo el funcionario, explicando que a estas personas les falta una calidad migratoria para poder integrarse social y productivamente. Y en consecuencia muchos quedan expuestos a la explotación por parte de grupos delictivos y traficantes. A esta situación se le agrega la complejidad de canalizar a los migrantes quien vienen del sur y son retornados del norte a diferentes albergues, tomando por precauciones necesarias para evitar el contagio del COVID-19. Al ser retornados a Juárez, por autoridades estadounidenses, los migrantes son recibidos en el Centro de Detención de Atención Integral a Migrantes, administrado por COESPO, donde se les da una asesoría sobre su situación actual y sus opciones, intentar un proceso migratorio o volver a sus países de origen. En INEM, la Organización Internacional de las Migraciones, ofrecen ayuda para que puedan regresar a sus países y acceso a pruebas de COVID. Las personas que deciden permanecer en México pasan por los hoteles filtro y después son canalizados a diferentes refugios en la ciudad. Con pocos espacios disponibles, el COESPO, en colaboración con asociaciones locales e internacionales, buscan abrir más albergues y fortalecer los ya existentes. Es un fenómeno global que localmente nosotros no provocamos, pero nos toca ver las consecuencias, dice Valenzuela. Fierro García comenta que todos los albergues que operan en la red han adaptado áreas filtro para estar en condiciones de recibir migrantes que recién llegan a la ciudad y de esta manera mantenerlos en observación durante 14 días como medida preventiva para evitar la propagación del COVID-19. Agrega que el propósito de esta medida es que todos los albergues colaboren de manera conjunta para recibir personas que van llegando a la ciudad y apoyen al hotel filtro que ya opera con estos fines, aunque revela que no se descarta poner en operación un segundo hotel filtro para poder darse abasto. Con esto termino el reportaje de hoy, el reporte que he leído en la página de Border Hub. So today I conclude summarizing also in English the importance of keeping up with the news on the relationship between migration and prison, even if sometimes the term prison is not the most appropriate. There are synonyms or they have different meaning, but just talking very plainly, this is the connection. The immigration in prison. So that's all for tonight. And un abrazo a todos de parte de Daniel. Thanks, Hank. Thanks, Dave. And try to have your shot as soon as you can.
You know, there's a very clear connection between what's going on with immigrants and what's going on with people in TDCJ and our county jails and stuff, and that is that they are locked up behind bars. And they're kept there even without sentencing, even without going to court for indefinite periods of time. So in some ways, they actually have it worse. And even though it is a very minor law that they are breaking, very minor. In fact, it's more of an infraction on the criminal side. And that's just crossing is a minor criminal infraction, whereas being here without papers is merely a civil thing. And a minor civil thing at that. So we're locking people up, sometimes for serious periods of time, over things that we would write a ticket over to somebody that lived here.
So yeah, it is important to know the regulations, the laws. It is important to judge by yourself if those are just or unjust. And it's very important to inform the people. And even if the laws they are just, there are always going to be people here in the prison show to keeping an eye open on the human rights of all the people.
Our birthday was March 26th of 1980. So we just passed three days ago. We're 41. Prison show's birthday is March 26th. So we've
Happy
been going
birthday.
41 years.
Yeah, we're ready to get the callers going. Folks, if you know somebody that wants to call in and shout out to their loved one, get on the horn right now while we're taking these other callers and get them on here. We're going to have a little time left, it looks like, tonight. We've stretched it here as much as we can, but we need to go to the callers. Daniel Mancini, as always, thank you, brother. Now, let me get started with Miss Bella. I see David.
Hank,
Yes.
this is KPFT Houston, 9.1 FM, and HD1 and 2. Houston.
KPFT HD or K. All right, there's a whole new thing. It's KPFT FM and FM HD2. Thank you.
Okay.
But thank you for reminding me.
HD1.
Yeah, God bless. Now I can't even get it right. I got so confused there.
Try it again. One more time.
KPFT FM and FM HD1 Houston.
All right.
That's just exactly like the manager says. Do it right there. All right.
Here's
So
Miss Bella.
Miss Bella.
Hey, Jedediah. Hey, baby, I love you and miss you, but It was great getting to see you. It was awesome to finally have a visit. So I can't wait until next time. And Austin's grandmother's transplant surgery was postponed, baby, because she has pneumonia. So I will plan my dates for April and see if I can get scheduled in. And I really don't think she'll have the surgery in April at all. I think it'll be pushed up further than that. So I will let you know what dates I can be there. And Jedediah, gee whiz, you will not believe it. Wait until you hear about these people who came on Saturday to look at the house. I swear, you won't believe it, but I'm going to tell you all about it in a JPay. And it was like something from the Twilight Zone. I had to keep pinching myself to make sure I wasn't dreaming. So you're going to enjoy hearing about that. And Mason bought our youngest one a cockatiel for their 2nd anniversary. Bless her heart, she came over today in a panic because she thought it was dying. But I saved the little fella. I fed him some orange juice and some peanut butter, and I wrapped him in a warm towel. And when Mason bought him, the woman told him how much to feed him, that he needed more food than that. So now he's chirping up a storm. I told her to feed him every 2 hours. And I told her it was Nana to the rescue, so they owe me. But she's happy now. She was so worried, and I'm just glad he's feeling better. And she named him Pip for Pipsqueak because he's so little. So, oh, guess what? I finally received mail. I received 7 letters on Saturday, so you know I'm a happy camper. And that's about it for around here. But you take care and stay safe for me, and I hope you've had a happy Passover. And I'll see you really, really soon. I love you, Jedediah. Night, sweet dreams.
All right. Thank you, Miss Bella. iPhone. Well, wait a minute. Now I don't even see iPhone. Yeah, no. I do not see iPhone on here now. All right, I'm going to mark them out and go to the next one. Jessica.
Hello, Prison Show. This shout out is for the love of my life. My husband, Trip, and Aileen at Darrington. Hey, baby. I hope you're doing well. I miss and love you like crazy, puppy. Thank God we're all doing good, including my suegros. Them and mijos send you lots of hugs and kisses. We had a good time in Galveston celebrating mija's birthday. She said all that was missing for it to have been perfect was you. But soon, God willing, I know it. Well, my love, I hope you have a good night. Sweet dreams, baby. I'll see you soon, God willing. I love you so, so, so much. Mwah. Thanks, Prison Show.
Well, thank you so much. Let me see. Miss Hannah.
Hi, this is a message for Ricky Medrano of Polanski. Hi, my treasure. How are you? Hope things are all good. Everything here is fine. No complaints. The clock's changed here Saturday, so summer is now thankfully on its way. Today is beautiful, honestly. Completely clear blue skies, blazing sunshine. It is so good and a real mood elevator. Speaking of enhancing the mood, it was perfect to speak with you again last week. Made me very, very happy. I've rechecked your package that was sent out. Still no further update on there from before, but I have now set up an email alert for its delivery. So as soon as it's delivered, they'll notify me and then I can let you know. Hopefully it won't be too much longer. Again, nothing exciting to share. I have a really, really busy work week and also want to cram in some study. I hope you've been spotting up again too, mister. Stop slacking, crack on with it. Anyway, we'll write you through the week. Cannot wait to speak to you again. Look after yourself. Always thinking of you. And I've put some money on your account for ice cream supplies when the mood takes you. Okay, enjoy. Lots of love. Thank you, guys.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay, let me get back here. Cece, where are you? Cece? Oh, Cece, I see you on there.
Right here, I'd just like to say good evening. Went out to the cemetery on Sunday. It was a great full moon. I hope you're doing well. I'll see you soon, and I love you very much.
All right. Thank you very much. Miss Judy.
Good evening. This shout out is for Rodney Reed. Hey, R, I love you and miss you. I am sure Jane has given you the message and you are aware of everything that's going on here. The service for my mom will be this Wednesday at 9:30 in the morning. We met with everyone we needed to this morning to make all of the arrangements. Please keep us all in your prayers. I am staying strong and doing my best to keep it all together. Several family members are already here and the others arrive tomorrow. This week is going to kind of be off for J-Pace, but I will do what I can. I'll keep you posted on everything else. I did get Jane's message last week and will wait until you let me know about the care package. I just wanted you to hear my voice and know that I am okay and that I'm thinking about you. I miss you so much and I love you. I will talk to you soon, sending you lots of hugs and kisses. Stay strong, keep the faith, continue to hope and dream. Our dreams are alive and well. I'm thinking of you and praying for you. 560 and 626. I love you, Rodney. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Okay. Rosie. Well, now I don't see Rosie again. All right. Oh, there she is. There she is.
Hey, how y'all doing today?
Like $1,000,000, you know.
Like every day, huh?
Every day.
Well, this shout out is for Paul David Romero. He's in Ferguson Unit. Hey, mijo. Hope you're doing good. We're doing good over here. There's not really much to say, but just to say hi. Hope you're doing good. I haven't gotten no letters yet, so hopefully that mail room gets to hiring people or something because it's lacking. But the kids are doing good. Kimberly came home Saturday from visiting her daddy. She loved it. She's ready to go back on visit again. Besides that, well, I'll be waiting for your calls. Hopefully you can call me soon. I love you. I miss you. The kid says hi. But, well, I better let you go. Let somebody else talk. Love you, mijo. You have a good night.
All right. Thank you so much. Okay. Let's see. Miss Julie. We're ready for Julie's call.
Hey, Rodney, how's it going? I hope you're doing good and that things are going really well for you. Almost April, counting down the days till the truth comes out in court. Everything's going okay with Jeff and I. We've been with his dad for a little while. Things aren't going so good here, but I'll explain all that in the J-Pay that hopefully I get in the mail on Monday and you'll have by the time you hear this Friday night. I love you. Stay well. Be safe. Take care of yourself. So excited to be able to see you soon. Love you. Bye.
All right. Thank you. And Helene.
Hi. This message is for Stephen Nelson at the Polinsky unit. Hey, baby. I hope everything is good on your side. I just came back from the visit, so good news is I'm taking the flat. And there is no bad news. Well, it's freaking cold here, but that's it. Also good news, a lot of things are coming your way in the next few weeks, so keep me updated when you get them. Anyway, I won't take any more time, but I really wanted to tell you that I miss you so much and I love you. I really hope you had a nice Pesach. I'm waiting on our phone call, as always. Passe une bonne nuit et je t'aime.
Okay. Miss Gwen?
Hi, this is for Jason at the Darrington unit. Hey there, babe. I hope you've had a good week and enjoyed the cool front that came through last weekend. I never watched the weather, so I was surprised when I went outside and it was a bit chilly and windy, and that's never good in my opinion. Everyone out here is good. Your mom and them went camping this weekend, and they had a really good time, as they always do. So get this. You know how Logan's been struggling with school and just trying to make it to graduation? Are you sitting down? He is going to graduate, thank the Lord. But he's also graduating on the same day that he turns 18. I couldn't believe it when he told me the date of graduation. He's really excited, ready to be done. I called the other day up to the unit and scheduled a meeting with you, with the secretary, and it's set for this Monday on the 5th at 1 o'clock. There is a dress code for the meeting, so plan accordingly. I am already working on what I'm going to wear. Okay, babe, I'm going to go. I love you and miss you, and I'm sending you lots of hugs and kisses and sweet, sweet dreams until you're home. I'll see you in a few days. I can't wait. I love you, baby. Good night. Thank you all.
Thank y'all. All right. Let's see. Miss Caitlin. Oh.
This is a shout out for Beto Garza and Plumsky. Hey, Boo. How are you? I hope that you're in good health, spirits, staying safe and positive, and that there's a smile on your handsome face. As for me, all is good. My mom is keeping well, and she is asking for you. I want to say a big, big thank you for the beautiful dream catcher that you sent me. Oh, Boo, it's absolutely so beautiful. I have it hanging up right over my bed, right beside the little angel charm that you gave me. I absolutely love it. I want to wish you a happy Easter and hope that it brings you loads of smiles and joy. Today I'm off work, so I'm just really cleaning the house and chilling out with Daytona. I went up to Buddy Boy yesterday, and yep, that's it for me. I am back in work tomorrow. So, yeah, as you can hear, it's quite windy. I don't know whether you can hear things blowing around in my front yard. So, I want to give you a big, big hug wrapped up in love and magic. Good night, sweet dreams. And to everybody at the prison show, a big, big thank you for making this happen.
Well, thank you. Okay. Diana, how you doing? Diana.
Hey, I'm okay.
There you are.
Okay. A little bit tired tonight. I want to send a shout out over to my son, Johnny, at the Polanski unit. Hi, mijo. I just want to tell you that I love you. Glad we got to talk a little bit today. Can't wait to see you on Sunday again. I'll be there at 7 in the morning for our 8 o'clock visit. And I know that the hour will go by fast, but it's okay. I'm just glad I get to see you. I love you so much. I want to send a shout out also to Robert Valle, Miguel, to all the Kingdom Brawlers and all the second lookers and all the Toastmasters. And I just want to say once again, y'all, please take care of yourself. Try to be as safe as you possibly can. We care about y'all. So hopefully we'll get past this soon, God willing. I love you, mijo. I will see you on Sunday, God willing, and give me a call tomorrow if you can, okay? I love you. Thank you, everybody. It's good to see everybody.
Good to see you. Thank you. All right. Anybody, do not hang up if you're worried about your call getting missed or anything. I call everybody every time, and then at the end I call for people who haven't been called just in case. So if you don't hear your name, you do have an opportunity. We won't forget you. Miss Kathy.
Sorry.
Oh, that's all right.
Hey, thank you, Prison Show. My shout out is for Randy Strickland on the Polanski unit. Hey, babe. Well, let me say on nationwide, whatever, radio, I'm really sorry about yesterday. I have a new phone. It's taking my last nerve, and I can't get a different one right now. And I was trying to tell you all the problems I had with it, and then it hung up on you, and you're only 15-minute call a day. I'm really, really sorry, and I felt really, really bad after it disconnected you, and I'm going to try really, really hard not to mention it too much more, because I know it's not on your list of problems, and I love you so much. Please forgive me, and everybody got to hear that. So hopefully you really will. You know, sometimes girls get a little emotional. I love you so much. And if you don't call me back this week, hopefully you hear the prison show and you'll call me soon. Bye, honey. Thank you, prison show. I'm sure everybody will get a laugh out of this week. Bye.
Thank you. iPhone Claudia.
Hi, sir.
How you doing?
Este mensaje para mi amor Grace Lozoya Jr. Buenas noches, mi vida. Espero que cuando escuches este mensaje estés bien, al igual que todos nosotros. Sabes que te quiero mucho. Anoche te mandé un JPay. Ahorita te estoy dando respuesta a la carta que me llegó el día de hoy. Me tienes aquí risa y risa con tu sacasangre, pero estás bien loquillo. Sabes que te amo, mi amor. Cuídate mucho, que ya te bendiga y te amo, lo sabes, y contigo hasta el final. Te amo. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right. Bye-bye. We're ready for Miss Lydia's call.
Hola, this shout out is for Beto. Hola, papacito. We're all fine, mijo. We're all doing good. I was watching a tatalaca on the mesquite, and the cats were trying to have it for Din Din, but got away. Alyssa had a birthday party Friday. They celebrated her 20th. And Joey had a birthday party for Sophia at Fantasyland. Your tias went skating. Somebody posted a picture of Tia Janie skating, so I'll print that and send it to you. I sent you a snail mail with some pictures of Aiden's catch, Tina fishing this week, Thursday, I think. But you should have him here this coming week. Theo Jr. wants you to put him on the list. You have his address. I'll send you his name is, well, George Morales Jr., but I don't know how he spells Morales with an S or with a Z. I'll let you know. I did let them know about you calling Sundays and Wednesdays, and they replied that they would keep the phone on, okay? So maybe you can try on your next call. Tia Early was really happy that you called her, mijo. She was really happy. Okay? I love you and I miss you. You take care of yourself. I put everybody on those catalogs for that What on Earth. And my saludos to all the guys. And my thanks to everyone that makes this possible. I love you, papacito. Take care. Bye, mijito.
Bye. Thank you. Folks, I wanted to mention real quick, there was a report this evening from ABC 13 about the Sugarland 95, the 95 bodies that were discovered down there. And it turns out there were 94 men and 1 woman. And they're both slave and inmate bodies. And they had a new report on them, but I've been trying to dig this report up here at different times during the show. And apparently it was only a video on ABC 13, and now I have a hard time even finding that. Earlier I found it, now I can't. So, and David says Harley Davidson is number 1. And we know he thinks that. And Captain Tom thinks the U.S. Navy is number 1.
And I was trying to read Elizabeth's hat.
I think that, Tom, show me that hat again. That wasn't Navy, was it? It's hard to read it. Well, veterans, anyway.
Veterans.
Vietnam veterans, yeah. I can read part of it, yeah.
Today is Vietnam Veterans Day.
And I'm not sure what Elizabeth is holding up there, what hers says. Get it real close. Yeah, we're not going to. Yeah, we don't know what that is. It might be people who shoe mules. I don't know. Mueller Incorporated. But at any rate, I want everybody to try and look up the Sugarland 95 and update yourselves on the story. Now I'm drawing a blank on his name. Morgan. What was his name that used to handle that before he passed away? Well, anyway, friend of the prison show. And that's an issue we need to keep paying attention to because, it's just highly disrespectful to take 95 bodies and want to chuck them in another hole somewhere because you want to build a building. Yeah, that's Reggie it. Moore. Reggie Moore, yeah. I couldn't remember that. Saved my soul. But at any rate, which probably means I'm going to hell, but, at any rate, let me go on with the next caller here, which is Elizabeth. Here we are doing your free advertising, and
oh, now you can hear me.
Yes.
Shout out. A shout out to Cedar Book from several people. One from his cousin. He just wants to say hello.
Hey, Cedar, it's Jaime. Me and the kids wish you luck. Hope to see you soon. Bye. Take care.
Wow, that is one of the best phone recordings that anybody's ever played and turned out where we could hear it. Usually they don't work well.
Well, here's another one.
Uh-oh.
We love you. Hope you're doing good. Hope to see you soon. And write to me if you get a chance.
That worked pretty well.
Yeah, that's from his Uncle Mike. I was grateful to hear his voice Saturday. I really appreciated it, that they were letting him call. So I thank him very much, or the prison, for letting them do that. They're still doing their weekly calls. So I'm very, very grateful for that. And I thank you for all the information tonight also. But most of all, I wanted to tell you that I love you, mijo, and we're doing okay. Dad already made an appointment to see you next Thursday. Even though I'm not going to be able to see you, I'm still going to be there in the car waiting. But I just want to tell you that I love you, and, we're going to be okay. It's just going to take a little bit longer, but, time is, it's a slow process, but it's going to get done.
I love you, mijo, and I'll see you on Thursday, okay, mijo? You take care in there, and good night, mijo. Love you.
That's his dad.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, y'all have a good evening, and thank you so much. And once again, I love you, mijo, and you take care in there, okay? And also, the right stuff, they're supposed to give me a call back because I emailed them. Apparently, they're not accepting calls at this time. So, but as far as it was really hard getting a hold of them about his books. So I finally emailed them, and hopefully they'll respond back to me tomorrow. But other than that, we're all doing okay.
Elizabeth de la Cruz, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Have a great night.
You too.
All right. Bye-bye. Okay. Miss Stacy, we're ready for your call.
This is to my husband, Sporty Black at East Town Unit. Hey, sweetheart, this is your wife on the East Coast, all up in your ear with our Friday night blues chaser. Of course, it isn't as potent and as soothing as our weekend whispers with you all up in my ear. Yeah, sounding all vibrant and all strong, us with only about 5 minutes, all over the place. But my voice in your ear now is a little something, something, too. Say, as we say, chase your bluesy ache of missing me away, if not only for a few minutes of hearing my voice. Yeah, baby, I love you. Now, how is everyone doing here? The girls are behaving. Maisie is honing her hunting skills in lately with the spring critters trying to creep indoors. Yeah, field mice. You know how she does with them. The other girls, I'm staying on top of brushing their winter coat. As for me, you didn't know it's been a busy week for me. I've had the financial advisor meeting today. Tuesday, tomorrow, I'm getting the hair did. Yeah, for you when I'll trust how soon I'll be getting all gussied up to come and see you. Wednesday to the DMV to get Susie squared away. And Thursday is the doc appointments. Yeah, but we got those dates kind of mixed up. I spoke on all this, though I'd messed up on the dates and the times. Yeah, somewhat. We spoke on it. Yeah, I need you to keep me Straight, yeah, I need you here, or better yet, me there keeping each other straight. Yeah, baby, I'm just pinching you. By now, I've all this taken care of. Also, I have a JPay that I'm sending you out tonight. You should have by now. And I have 2 snail mail envelopes coming out to you in the morning. So you should also have those. Now, what matters is I've heard from you. Yeah, I got the 3rd, 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. I got the cute tune. We're speaking on it in our pages. I've only read one of the envelopes. You know how I do. I save the rest. But we'll see how long I can make those last. I trust you also have the pictures I sent by now. And even I forgot to ask you, Boo, did the attorneys call? Yeah, I hope so. And you're updated on that issue. Being I'm a bit long-winded, baby, I'll kiss you the night. Yeah, I kiss you long and deep, our eyes wide open. Mwah. Not just to see each other, but to feel each other. Yeah, baby, I love you so deeply. Stay focused and stay strong, stay healthy and safe, and continue the precautions. Yeah, the COVID is still out here, so please continue the precautions. I miss you so much. The soothe is knowing we'll soon be in each other's face. I love you truly, deeply, baby. Mwah. Take care, Boo. Take care, Sporty. I love you.
Okay, thank you. Captain Tom, you ready? Oh, no, he's on the other phone here. We'll go back to him. Miss Linda, you want to do your shout outs? Even though you should be at the end of the list. Unmute. You got to unmute, Linda.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. Okay. This shout out is for Stephen Russell, Daniel Tellis, Pete Russell, Stephen Long, Brian Davis, Franklin Davis, Howard Lewis, Isidro Dela Cruz, William Hudson, John Falk, Damon Blunston, Philo, Micah Brown, Jaime Cole, John Hummel, Gary Green, Donald Bess, Blaine Milam, Milton Gobert, Paul DeVoe, John Ramirez, Ramiro Gonzalez, Marcus Drury, Patrick Murphy, Robert Roberson, Irving Davis, Harry Austin, Jedediah Murphy, Kerry Allen, Annabelle Canales, Ramiro Ibarra, Larry Hatton, Armando, J.B. Van Story, Ernesto Valaquez, Bill Sims, Charles C. Bolton, Fabian Hernandez, Jose Rivera, Ray Rodriguez, Eddie Gutierrez. Okay, guys, y'all have a good night, and I'll talk to you later.
Hey, give our best to your David.
To my David, okay, I will.
Yeah, we hadn't seen or heard him in a little while, so
okay,
just checking up. That's all.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Marie. Oh, Marie. There you go.
Hey.
Hey.
This shout out is for my husband, Paul David at the Ferguson unit. Hey, babe. I'm just coming on here real quick, tell you that I love you and I'm missing you. My mom and Luis te mandan saludos, and I finally got a letter from you, but it's from like March 1st. Yeah, took forever. But anyways, ya sé cómo está esa onda. But take care, and I love you. Saranghae. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Don't get discouraged. March 1st is not that old. We get older ones.
Right?
Okay. All right. Have a great night. Let me see here. Mysterious Mike, you want to get yours out of the way?
Yes, I want to go get it out of the way. Congratulations to the University of Houston, 5th-ranked team. They beat Oregon State Beavers 67-61 tonight.
Moving to the Final Four.
They're going to go all the way. It looks like they're going to go all the way to play the #1 team. And if they win, we'll have a national champion. Happy Easter to everybody. I know it's a few days away, but happy Easter. And I'd like to do my shout outs real quick to the guys of Texas, Dennis Hope, Jamie Cuppett, Stephen Russell, Guy Alexander, Michelle Bateman, Manuel Marino, Michael Marino, Haas, K Money, Jovan, Philip Perez, Philip in Dallas, hope you're doing much better. Tasha wants me to do a shout out to Payday. Shout out to Oz, Thomas, Matt. Shout out to Edward Rees. And now to shout out to Wayman Spriggs, Alexander Medina, Clarence Lee Bowman. I hope you're doing well. Just contact us. Joseph Delmarco Carter, William McNulty, Brian Bolt, Felipe Coyon, Katie Keble, Stephen M. McGee, Fred D. LaRaza, Edward Darrell Harmon, Thomas Ramirez, John R. Green, Christopher Dye, Lloyd Beres, Mr. Hawkins, Troy Glover, Joseph Johnson Jr., Robert Satillo, Mark Makisa. Somebody's train horn's going off. Orlando Gilder, Matt Burchett, Walam Bado, Samuel R. Harris, and Samuel Holmes, and Jimmy Young. And hope everybody has a happy Easter. And now back to the sacrificial lamb of the prison show.
Bado, what? What?
Yeah, it's one of those weird names, kind of hard to pronounce.
All righty. Let me get one or two more here, and we'll get Captain Tom on here. Let me see, where did I wind up? Oh, wow, we got a couple more callers on here. Okay, that's good. Wendy Bailey. Wendy Bailey, won't you please come? All right, let's see. All right, let's keep moving. I'll come back to you, Wendy. Sylvia.
I am here.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. Just shout out to my son, telling him so he can hear my voice on Friday. I do have a scheduled visit for Wednesday. Hopefully everything goes all right and doesn't happen what happened last time. And I look forward. Can't wait to see him. Haven't seen him in a while, so I'm excited. So pray the Lord everything goes okay. But just letting him know my neighbor had passed away from the COVID, and we had her rosary tonight and wake. So, but letting him know that also. But I appreciate y'all. Have a good week. Have a blessed Easter, and I will talk to y'all next Monday.
All right. Thank you. Captain Tom, you ready to go?
Yes, sir. I am ready to go. And I'm sorry I had a phone call earlier and I could have stopped what I was doing. Okay, we got Leroy, we got Jeffrey Allen Palmer, we got Kerry Leggett, we got Christopher Bridget, we got Ernest James Dudley, we got E. Nunez, we got Kelly Jones, Major Weeks, Troy Glover, John Pluton, Phillips Ortega. Let's see, we got Tony Franklin, Paul Scales, we got Stephen Holloway, we got Jamie Levito, we got Donald Coyle, we got Eric Robinson, we got Ray Greaves, and let's see, Peter Sines, as always, Carlos Garcia, and Anthony Romero. We got Mike Stewart, George De La Rosa, Jimmy Harris, Anthony Coleman, Billy Wright, Rick Stevens, Chad Brubaker. We got Frederick Raines, Curtis Bell, Cody Williams, and we got Frank Hayes, Morris Lumpkin, Richard Meade, Frank Reeves, J.D. Johnson, Robert Willis, Tony Gordon, Jerry Hanna, Ray Jacobs, and Philip Lowe, and Terry Lee Morris. And I want to give a shout out to all my fellow veterans. It's Vietnam Veterans Day, and we'll see you guys next week right here on the Prison Show. Back to you, Hank.
All right. Thank you so much. Let me see. The screen's all moved around, and I added a couple of more callers. Miss Wendy, are you ready? Unmute and come on and talk to us. Wendy Bailey. Okay, again, nothing from Wendy. All right, 9028. 9028.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hi, this is Jackie and Lucky from Seattle, calling to give a shout out to Rodney Reed at the Plunksky unit. Hi, Rodney. I just wanted to call in and let you know we're all thinking of you up here in Seattle. I know I'm really, really late on this, but I hope your birthday and holidays went well. I can't wait until you get out, Rodney, and celebrate. I got lots of presents for you, and I can't wait to see you open them all. And thank you for the card. I can't wait to meet you too. I sent you out 2 envelopes with a long letter and lots of pictures today. You should get them this week. I hope you are doing okay and staying safe. I love you and I miss you. I'm always thinking of you. I hope you have a good weekend. Take care and I'll talk to you soon. I love you, Rodney. Oh, and Al just said hi, and everybody in the mailroom says hi, and Lucky wants to say hi. Here's Lucky. Love you, Rodney.
Hey, what's up, young man? How you doing? We are doing fine out here. Nice and sunshine. Yeah, you have a lot of love out here, especially Jackie. Yeah, Jackie Carpenter. She mentioned a lot about you. Yeah, she says she still love you from moon to the sun to the star. Yes, we all love you. Okay, take care of yourself. Stay safe. Okay, I hope to see you outside pretty soon. Okay, bye bye. Yeah, we pray for you. Yeah, love you. Okay, young man. Bye bye.
Bye, Rodney. We love you. Stay strong and stay up. Stay safe. Thank you.
All righty. Y'all
Hello?
have a good.
Okay, you
Yes.
got me. All right. Bye,
Yeah,
guys.
Y'all have a good evening. Okay, now let me see here. Where am I? 0687. I got to make sure y'all are still on there. We had a few drop off. 0687.
Bueno.
Bueno.
Hola, buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
Oye, buenas noches, Mr. Hank. Este saludo es para mi hijo Jan Ramírez. Hola, hijo, aquí como siempre, deseándote que te encuentres bien y esperando este día, hijo. Saludos, muchos besos y abrazos, mi niño. Me siento muy mal porque no te pude hablar el lunes pasado, se me fue el avión. No me di cuenta como andaba allá en Tamaulipas, en Matamoros. Allá ya cambiaron la hora y aquí pues mi teléfono trae la hora de México, así que yo voy una hora atrasada y yo bien contenta todavía, ¿no? Y hasta que me dice Sergio, oye, ya es tarde, ¿eh? Pues ya no pude entrar, hijo, y sí, me sentí tan mal toda la semana, mi niño, porque no te pude mandarte besos ni abrazos, mi niño, y decirte cuánto te queremos, hijo. ¿Verdad? Anduvimos con los niños y todo eso, pero ¿sabes qué, hijo? Ya me voy a ir a vivir a Matamoros. Y ya te voy a poder escribir para que aquellas niñas te manden las cartas y para explicarte todo. Tú cuídate mucho, hijo, y nosotros estamos bien, gracias a Dios, todos estamos bien. ¿Verdad? Nada más ahorita sí, problemas de que me voy para Matamoros a vivir allá. ¿Verdad? Salúdame allá a los muchachos, a Félix, a Edgardo y a Jim, por favor, hijo. Te queremos mucho, hijo, y recibe muchos besos y abrazos y siempre estamos pensando en ti y la gente de aquí de México orando por ti, mi niño hermoso. Cuídate mucho, Dios te bendiga, te queremos mucho, siempre estás en nuestras oraciones, hijo. Hasta pronto, mi niño hermoso, Dios te bendiga. Gracias por el programa, Mr. Hank. Dios lo bendiga,
Gracias.
buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches. 3774.
Yes, thank you. This shout out goes to my brother Philip in Ferguson and to the brothers at church at Ferguson. Been praying for y'all and hoping that everything is going all right. Also, I'm doing the shout out for my sister Frances. She's at my niece's first softball game. She wishes that she could do her own shout out, but unfortunately, since it's her first softball game, she had to do the grandma thing and be there for her grandchild. But she does wish y'all well, and she's been praying for y'all too, and she's going to send out letters from the kids, Philip, and also that they love the cards that you sent, and they're going to send out cards and not cards, pictures to you as well. But I'm praying for you and hoping that we all hear from you soon. This is the year, brother. Don't forget. Be patient, and we hope to see you soon. Thank you very much for everything, radio show. Thank you.
Thank you. 2388.
This is a shout out to the people and all my brothers there at Ferguson, starting out with Panda, Cruz from Waco, Cowboy, Brother Joe, No Good Spot, Preston, Victor, and Martin. Well, son, Philip, like I've been saying, this is the year. Pretty soon, we'll be together. We'll be leaving our lives right and not wrong. Keep the faith, my son. Stay positive. Think positive. And be doing real good on that class that you've been going to. We love you and miss you a lot, son. Philip. Okay? Take care. Keep calling whenever you can. We love you and miss you. Take care, son. Be good. And I'd like to wish, like that young man said to all the Vietnam veterans, happy day. Take care, sir. Thank you very much. God bless.
Thank you. Cheryl. Go, Cheryl. Unmute. Okay, I'm going to move ahead and I'll come back to you. 9874.
The shout outs for Wes in Pulaski. I wanted to let you know I love you, son, and always thinking of you. Everybody seems to be doing fine. Miss Paula got her second shot and she's doing okay, no symptoms. So we're all doing well. Just want to wish you well and let you know I'll be coming to see you soon again. You got a visit from Rosemary, but you'll already have it before you get this voicemail. And I'll be sending you some money here in a couple of days, so I'll be looking forward to it, and I'll do your care package on the 1st. Here's Miss Paula. She'll say a few things to you.
Hey, Sweet Wesley. I did get my second shot on Friday. We went out to eat steakhouse afterwards, and I had a great big margarita for you. Came home later that evening, sat down, and all of a sudden, I had no energy whatsoever. And your dad says, you sure it's not that big giant margarita that you drank? It wasn't. It was a shot. That my energy. We went out and Saturday I mowed. Your dad cleaned out another one of my flower beds, and but otherwise we're doing okay. He went to East Texas today on his run at work, and but everything's doing okay. I'm fixing to start my dog on his heartworm treatments, and he's not allowed to be jumping around and stuff. And him and this cat of mine, they like to play and run, so that's going to be hard keeping him still. But we're doing okay, and I hope to get to come see you soon. You take care. We're praying for you, and we love you. And what's the end of the month? Oh, okay. Your dad's going to call my visit in at the end of the month, he said. So, anyway, get ready. I love you. Take care. Happy Easter. Happy Easter, everybody.
All right. Happy Easter, y'all. We got to run. Okay. Thank you. I need everybody to keep it down to about 30 seconds now so we can finish everybody and get everybody on here. 6657. 6657.
Hello. I'm doing a shout out for my nephew Wesley at the Walensky unit. just want to know I'm thinking about you, and you're in our hearts and in our thoughts. We love you. We're praying for you. Keep your head up, and know that we're always here for you. I got your letter, and I'll get you one out tomorrow. So God bless. Take care. I love you. Happy Easter. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Heather.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Doing a shout out to the Darrington unit, to my son Steve-O, and everybody on D-line and A-line. I hope you guys have a happy Easter. Hope you get some good meals and enjoy your Good Friday. Here's Rachel.
Hey there. Quick shout out to my brother Steve-O. I just want to say love you and miss you and have a happy Easter.
Hoppity hop hop. You guys have fun. Love you guys. Thanks for
All
the
right.
Prison Show.
Thank y'all. LG Stilo 6.
Hello, this is from Matthew Hernandez, East Ham Unit. Mijo, we miss you. We love you. We did a JPay today, so you should be getting that. Your Uncle Leonard walking with a walker now, so that's good news. I've been trying to get a visit, but I guess they are booked, so they told me to call on Wednesday. I'm trying to set one up for Thursday, so hopefully I can see you Thursday. If not, I'll let you know when. If you have anything that you want to send home, get it ready and I can pick it up. Hope had a birthday party for her son this weekend and all went well. She misses you. She hasn't gotten a phone call from you yet. Stay safe, mijo. God loves you and we love you. And just under 3 months and you'll be home. God is good. This is your year, mijo. Rick and everybody say hi and hugs and kisses. And thank you, Prison Show.
Thank you. Thomas Handy.
Y'all just keep your head up. Happy Easter. Y'all stay prayed up and everything. I know I've been busy lately and I ain't got to get on here and give y'all a shout out, but y'all know who I'm shouting out to. Johnny Bull Evans, Ray, South Bank.
You're muted.
Y'all keep it going. I know everything's starting up in there a little bit better, but that COVID's still real. So y'all just keep yourself safe and just let all y'all know I'm praying for y'all and thinking about y'all every day. I'm getting a lot of stuff together.
Sir?
Sir?
How you doing out there?
Oh man, I'm great. Blessed, very, very blessed.
Amen. That's the answers we like.
Yes, it's getting better every day. It's just really, really great. So keep the Lord first and let him keep guiding me and keep going. So I appreciate y'all what y'all doing and everything's gonna go right.
You keep doing what you're doing. Amen.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all.
All righty. Wendy Bailey, one more time.
Should I do it?
Go ahead. Well, all right, Wendy Bailey. All right, anybody else? Anybody that I've missed? Gwen, I got you. Cheryl.
Hey, I finally figured out the technology. Of course, I will forget by next Monday, so don't think that it's done. I want to do my shout out to Anthony Hanby at the Ferguson unit, in addition to a whole bunch of other people, but you know, my heart goes out to Anthony. So I just want you to know that we're praying for you, and your cat, like his true self, is praying for you between 3 and 4 in the morning, very loudly all through the house. So don't think that has changed. And I also want to let you know that any doubt that anyone ever had that I was a terrible cook and that you need to come home so I can eat again, you know, I proved it again the other day. So we need you home because I need to eat again. Real food that's not burnt. And Rusty sends his love. And if I knew an Easter song, I would sing it for you, but I don't. So you're saved this time. Yay. Wait.
Here comes Peter Cottontail.
Yeah, but I only know like one line of that one.
Well, use it.
Peter Cottontail. Yeah, and I don't even know most of it. So, but hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, Good Friday and Easter. And I guess that's about it for this week. And just know that we're praying for all you guys and praying for some reform out here and fighting for it. So keep your chin up, keep your prayers up, and thank you, Prison Show, for everything you guys do. And I will talk to y'all maybe next week. Thank you.
Thank you so much. 31 shout outs tonight. David, that wraps it up for us. Well, I know we're running against the clock here. You're muted.
That's our life story tonight, isn't it?
Oh, man. Yeah. First it was
We
too
done
few,
thought
now
we
it's too
wasn't gonna
many.
have enough callers, and then we end up having more than enough. So that's good. I can go back and edit some stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I appreciate everybody calling tonight. It's been a good show. I do want to make a shout out to Sean Wingo. He sent me a big old packet, and I'll get a hold of Thera and see what's going on here. Thanks, guys, for writing us. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Y'all share with your families, because it seems like some folks aren't really calling in like they used to, and we get a lot of new folks, and y'all just share with your families and let them know that, hey, we're still out here and the prison show's still going on. The second hour is the most important part. And we just celebrated 41 years. I mean, we didn't make a big hoopla. We should have had a biker rally or something. But with the COVID-19 and all the shots going on, let's just hang out a little bit. And then we'll have another biker rally or something to celebrate. Maybe 42, we'll have a biker rally and celebrate. So we had a good time last year with the first one. We didn't make a bunch of money, but we didn't break. I mean, we broke even is about what we did. That was my alarm. It's time to take my medicine. It's trying to tell me to shut up. So y'all stay tuned for the future of what, and we'll see you next week.
I need to take my medicine too.
Daddy, I'm coming to see you. Friday night. And to all the laughers, men sitting on the road, try to keep your heads up. You ain't deep if you got hope. It's Friday night, the inmates go quiet. Listen for a voice they know. It's prison radio. Prison radio. Broadcasting hope. The radio show.
Human trafficking is modern-day slavery, and it happens in our own communities. Victims can be any gender, age, or race. Join the Department of Homeland Security's Blue Campaign to learn how to recognize and report this heinous crime. Visit our website at www.dhs.gov/bluecampaign. That's www.dhs.gov/bluecampaign. Your second look could be their second chance. KPFT Houston.